Good day, everyone. The convergence of mass media through computers into a multimedia interactive realm has ushered in a new era of accessibility. The ubiquity of smartphones and internet connectivity has ensured that information is at our fingertips, blurring the boundaries between formal and informal sources of information. This accessibility has empowered individuals to engage with a diverse range of perspectives, challenging traditional narratives and fostering a more inclusive discourse. However, while this convergence has brought numerous benefits, it also raises pertinent questions about information, authenticity, privacy, and the potential for echo chambers within social media bubbles. The democratization of content creation has its pitfalls, often blurring the lines between fact and fiction, leading to misinformation and polarizing opinions. The convergence of mass media through computers evolving into a multimedia interactive landscape via social media in this digital age signifies a monumental shift in how information is produced, consumed, and shared. Yes, as I have mentioned, it has democratized access, amplified interactivity, and reshaped the very fabric of communication. So this seamless digital integration of text, graphics, animation, audio, still images, and motion video that provide individual users with high levels of control and interaction, the emergence and convergence of technologies is an ever-evolving landscape. Critical evaluation and responsible consumption of media and creation of media content become imperative in harnessing the true potential of this convergence for the betterment of society. We are both consumers and producers of media content, and in being in this media landscape, there is great responsibility given to us. Much is asked of us. Let me go back to discuss this media landscape that has transformed in a big way the way we think and the way we conduct our everyday lives. The Industrial Revolution 4.0 means that the following are happening all at the same time: artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing, 3D printing, Internet of Things, autonomous vehicles, energy storage, wearable devices, embedded sensors, microchip implants. And what is happening to Web 5.0 means exponential growth. The web as a single operating system known as telepathic web or symbionet web, 24/7 connected world. Interact transspatially, avatars, holograms, open intelligent web, and the Ethic 5.0 has redefined teaching and learning. I cannot overemphasize this. I always say this. It is now into diverse time and place, project-based, field experience, big data, interpretation, changing concepts of exams, assessment, and evaluation, digital repositories, MOOCs, micro-credentials, OERs, flexible, flipped, blended, remote student ownership, and lifelong learning. With all this happening, it is therefore imperative that we discuss ethical implications of this complex landscape and critical digital media literacy. which means looking into analyzing and understanding the power structures that shape digital media representations and the ways in which people move and think to make meanings through dominant, oppositional, and negotiated readings of media. This means making sense of our world and making meanings. Sense-making is the process by which people give meaning to their collective experiences. It has been defined as a process that is retrospective, introspective, perspective, prospective, seeing the development of plausible images and rationalize what people are doing. Introspection, self-reflection, examination, and exploration. Having a life perspective. Life perspective is the way people see life, the way they approach life, grounded in their personal experiences. What we have to recognize is that individuals have different perspectives on life, but what is most important is going beyond self and caring for how our communities and societies view and approach life. Critical thinking is at its core reflection, analysis, acquisition of information, creativity, structuring arguments, decision-making, commitment, debate, conversation, and dialogue are all aspects of critical thinking. Then here are some ethical implications in the process. Independent thought, guided with responsibility, transparency, and accountability. Knowing how to learn, listening, and to think about thinking. Asking the significant questions, making people speak for themselves, hear their voices, most especially those voices that are not given space. Analyzing data, information, narratives, reflections, theorizing, explaining and adding our insights, sharing thoughts, ideas, narratives with creativity, so as there may be more who will listen. In the process of analyzing and understanding power structures that shape digital media representations, it is most important to be asking the significant questions that can lead to having a clearer worldview. Here are some example questions. Do we know what is happening around us? Do we know what we need to know to make sense of our world? Are we happy about existing conditions, about our lives and our planet? Do we have a worldview? Do we know who we are and where we are coming from? There are tremendous and massive amount of texts, ideas, concepts, constructs that oppose each other that digital media carry and perpetuate. That is why we would want a critical mass of media content to push for continued discourse that constructs a worldview that would be making our lives more humane, passionate, caring, nurturing, empowering, inclusive, safe, and just. Because we care for our people and our planet. So it is most important to deeply be concerned about consumption or reading and creation or production of text, analyzed through looking at its subtext and context. Text, direct and implicit meaning of glyphs, characters, symbols, sentences, or figure. Subtext. We often hear this phrase, reading between the lines. The sub refers to underlying. It is underneath the text. It is the underlying message that is not direct, which gives the reader information about characters, plot, the story. Context helps us interpret and understand the story. It gives us an idea of the framework, background, environment, setting, surroundings of events or happenings, and help us view the story as a whole. And with this is familiarizing with the study of signs, as in the following. Signs. An icon has a physical resemblance to the signified, the thing being represented. A photograph is a good example, as it certainly resembles whatever it depicts. An index shows evidence of what's being represented. Example would be a puddle of water with droplets creating ripples. It can mean rain. A symbol has no resemblance between the signifier and the signified, but is culturally understood. The traffic light with a red light on would mean stop. Stop to a driver. But to the people in the forest, the traffic lights may not mean much. So to the creators and the consumers of text, images, and sounds, we must take care of the meanings we create, the representations we make, the readings beyond the text, the symbols, signs, ideas, and images that socially construct our realities. The technology and the power it wields. If we don't take care, we may be overwhelmed, deceived, misguided, and misled by fake news, identity theft, manipulation for profit, and the like. More so, as AI becomes a dominant part of our lives. Therefore, it is important to briefly discuss ethical considerations of artificial intelligence and the need for sustained critical digital media literacy. Artificial intelligence has revolutionized the technological landscape as it enters diverse facets of our lives, from predictive algorithms to autonomous systems. AI's influence is profound, raising ethical considerations that demand scrutiny. Among these, the notion of ethical responsibility in AI development and deployment is paramount. As such, critical digital media literacy is emerging as an essential tool in navigating this complex terrain. One fundamental ethical concern in AI revolves around biases ingrained within algorithms. Machine learning models reliant on historical data often reflect and perpetuate societal biases. It is critical digital media literacy that will compel us to recognize this issue, understanding that AI systems are not neutral entities, but reflections of human input. Recognizing biases demands meticulous scrutiny of training data, algorithmic decision-making, and ongoing evaluation to mitigate prejudices. Transparency and accountability are pillars of ethical AI. However, the inherent complexity of AI algorithms often shrouds decision-making processes, making it obscure. Critical digital literacy will urge us to demand transparency from developers and policymakers. We need to foster a culture where AI systems' inner workings are comprehensible and auditable. This comprehension enables informed scrutiny, empowering individuals to question and hold accountable the designers of AI applications. Moreover, the ethical dilemmas surrounding AI extend to privacy and data protection. AI's capacity to process vast amounts of personal data raises concerns about surveillance and the potential misuse of information. If we are equipped with critical digital media literacy as individuals, we will be able to navigate this landscape, understanding the value of data and advocating for robust privacy regulations. We need to have a proactive stance in questioning the collection, the storage, and utilization of personal information by AI systems. In the realm of employment and socioeconomic impact, AI's rapid advancement raises apprehensions about job displacement and exacerbation of societal inequities. It urges policymakers to devise inclusive strategies that address the socio-economic ramifications of AI, ensuring equitable distribution of opportunities. Education plays a pivotal role in fostering critical digital media literacy. Curricula must integrate AI ethics, enabling individuals to comprehend the ethical implications of AI systems. This education should not only focus on technological aspects, but also emphasize the social, cultural, economic, and ethical dimensions of AI. Ethical considerations in AI necessitate a multifaceted and a whole-of-society approach that prioritizes critical digital media literacy. Understanding the ethical implications of AI demands an informed, vigilant society capable of questioning, analyzing, and advocating for ethical AI development and deployment, which empowers individuals to engage in dialogue, demand accountability, and shape an ethical, conscious AI landscape for the benefit of all. Once again, good day to all of you. Thank you.